And we're live. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Marcus, aka 24. In today's video, we're going to be looking at basically some news. As I'm pretty sure most of you guys have heard, Joe Biden's son recently, the New York Post posted a picture of his son with a crack pipe in his mouth. So apparently, there's more information that's coming out. This all got leaked because Hunter Biden left his laptop at a computer repair shop, and the guy doing the repairs on the computer basically turned in the computer after Hunter Biden left it there for about, I think, 3-4 months or so, which basically he gave up all rights because it's considered abandoned. He left it there. So, this guy went through all the stuff on the hard drive, and apparently there's a lot of stuff. So if you guys like this video at any point, if you guys want to see any more videos like this, leave a like down below, and I'll do more stuff like this. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit the notifications, subscribe, do all that good stuff. All right, so let's get into it. InfoWars, and this video is actually posted by Baked Blunts. All right, let's check it out.
Tomorrow's news today.
If Biden wins, China will own the United States. And I turned it all around, and you know that better than anybody. In 2019, if you go back 10 years, everybody projected 2019 the economy of China was going to be bigger than the U.S., except it didn't happen because I got elected, and I turned it the opposite way. We were picking up much more than them. And then I did the no dumping steel, and I did tariffs, and I did everything on them. No, they want Sleepy Joe to win. And if he does, if Sleepy Joe wins, China will own the United States.
And when you look at these photographs that are disgusting and horrible, the Chinese have every single one of them. The Chinese have every single one, probably 10 times more. Because what the Chinese government has been doing, and a country was totally undefended against this, is setting Biden up, putting him in a position where he's totally compromised. They've now given him so much money, he's totally compromised. They now have pictures of his son doing things that I can't describe, some of which are illegal.
It's Saturday, October 17th. The year is 2020. We are now 2 weeks out from the election. And the information I'm about to cover here is bigger than anything we covered in the run-up to the 2016 election, and that was epic. Ladies and gentlemen, we have total proof from over 10 sources triangulated, proving that not just Hunter Biden, not just Joe Biden, not just Joe Biden's brothers, not just Nancy Pelosi, not just Hillary Clinton, not just Barack Obama, but the entire leadership, including Dianne Feinstein, are openly working with Communist China against the United States and have willingly put themselves in positions where they could be blackmailed and controlled. Before I get to this, that ties into it and sets the stage. The FBI director, Wray, over 6 months ago, received the laptop that Giuliani has. And he received the information that's confirmed that shows thousands of photos of what appear to be underage girls. And these are videos with Hunter Biden in them in China, clearly being compromised with what appear to be prepubescent girls, to the point the New York Post was supposed to release these on Friday and said they're child porn. We've been told we can't. Now, the media spun that, oh, Hunter has an underage obsession. No, this isn't like barely 18 or something, okay? This is Hunter having sex with what appears to be underage girls to be compromised before he and his father got billions of dollars from Communist China by the Communist Party China to make sure that they were under their control. So this is a Jeffrey Epstein operation to the next level. We have the New York Post. We have other journalists that have seen the documents. We have my sources. And we have Americans and others that speak Chinese who are dissidents who've watched the video of a well-known Chinese dissident in America who was inside the Communist Party China, who we're about to play clips of in a moment, who said on record back in September, 3+ weeks ago, that this laptop of Hunter was there and that this laptop was coming out and what was on it. And now we've confirmed what he's saying is on it. Now, let's explain. This is not just an adult man having sex with what looks like 10-year-old girls. For people we've talked to that have seen it, they look really young. He's beating and torturing them and beating the living hell out of them, and they're begging in the video. And the national media that did pick up some of this said, oh, it shows some footage of what may look like underage girls that he had on his computer. Not it's Hunter with the girls. That's confirmed. That's number one. Number two, in the actual Chinese translation, and I called around to a bunch of folks I know to confirm my sources in D.C. and New York, and they watched the video, including Mike Adams' wife, who's from Taiwan, speaks fluent Chinese. And indeed, when translated, the man that's seen the video that predicted before it broke, 2.5 weeks before it broke, what was on it, that's been confirmed, it's not just that he's saying extreme pedo, he's saying extreme torture, extreme abuse that you wouldn't do to an animal is what Hunter is doing to these little girls.
Who filmed these? Oh, shit.
And this fits into the whole MO of these people. Their selfishness, their corruption. And, oh, you want me to shoot films with underage girls? I'll break their jaws. I'll slap them. I'll hit them. I'll do things I can't mention here. I'll shove, huge things that damage their bodies into them. This is serious torture porn. And remember, the FBI deep state had this 6+ months, almost 7 months ago, and all of that's confirmed. What was done here was that Hunter knew he was being compromised. This was shot 5 years ago when he made these big deals in communist China for several $billion to sell out U.S. interests. And they were paid hundreds of millions conservatively, he and his family. And all he demanded was unlimited drugs, unlimited underage girls to torture. And he knows when he's doing this, it's a two-way mirror. He knows there's cameras. He doesn't care. He wants to bathe in this, just like with Epstein, just like Bill Gates with Epstein, how they compromised the scientist to have this scientific takeover with the forced inoculations. All of this is interconnected to big tech. Big tech's been involved in this because to get those big tech positions, they've got to go in and have sex with underage children. And that's phase one. Then you got to slap them around. Then, this little 11-year-old girl, she's a troublemaker. We want you to strangle her. And I've been telling you this for years because I learned about this growing up because I had family that had worked in intelligence and worked in special operations in the Army. And they were telling me this when I was like 7 years old. And I've been on here 26 years. I told you all this. I mean, but I interviewed Ted Gunderson, former head of the FBI for all of Southern California. He laid out the exact same stuff. And I mean, I got to tell you, when some of my family told me this, I respected them, but I just had trouble believing. And when Ted Gunderson told me, I was like, well, this is still over the top. And then now here we are in 2020, folks. So if you're freaked out by this, so am I.
So I'm not going to say I'm actually freaked out by this because I've actually been following Alex Jones for a really long time. Shout out to my homie Bimbo. You're the one that put me on him. But no, for real, Alex Jones has always been known as like a conspiracy theorist or someone who's just kind of like saying crazy shit. But over the years, a lot of the things that he says, I looked more and more into it because he's kind of just a wild guy. He just says some crazy shit. I mean, at one point he yelled out, "They're turning the frogs gay." And I'm like, bro, what? What are you talking about? But even that turned out to be, they were dumping chemicals in the water that were making male frogs not want to have sex with female frogs. So in a sense, he was right. They were dumping chemicals that were making frogs gay. So even the crazy shit that he says, the crazy, whatever it sounds like, take everything nowadays with a grain of salt. You kind of have to question everything and just if there's any kind of loose ends, pull at them, and keep pulling until you unravel and find out what's really going on. Because the way the world works nowadays, a lot of things are hidden through, like he said, extortion, types of blackmail, things like this. Dirt, we got dirt on you, you know? And so China is really running extortion. It's saying, like, we'll give you all this money, but first, you got to do this, 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 and this.
High level executives of top defense contractors and top, you name it, and they've confirmed we're on target and that this is real, that there's a dark side cult that uses this to compromise. And there's everybody else that's not involved in it, but it's just so crazy. How do you even deal with it? How do you tell somebody it's going on? Because no one will believe you. It's so crazy. But it's just like MS-13 makes you to become an actual member, not just an associate. You've got to go torture a young girl to death because that's seen as taboo. So just type in MS-13, tortured, 11-year-old girl to death in satanic ritual. You'll see thousands of articles about it and hundreds of known cases because that's how they get that group. They're just copying what the big boys do.
Holy shit.
Because they're blackmailed. Pelosi's blackmailed. Hillary's blackmailed. Bill is blackmailed. And these groups go around seeing how many people they can blackmail to see how many people they can get under the control of their network. And again, people go and want the payoffs and want the power, and they go, yeah, you got to do this initiation so we know you're cool. You got to get a hard on. You got to go in and screw a 10-year-old. So that's what this is, folks. This is not a game. This is the real world, and this is America fighting for its literal survival against this foreign outside takeover, and Trump is finally laying out what it really is 14, 15 days out from the election. So the article, Chi-Com dissident predicts Hunter Biden laptop leak in September video. His credentials check out. The site checks out. He predicted it. All of it's come out, confirmed. The New York Post won't publish the new stuff because it's underage children and sex acts, appears to them. And I get it, but they should at least pixelate it and get it out because the FBI wouldn't. So this shows you what an incredible war our country is in. Here's Fox News. Source on Hunter Biden email chain verifies messages about Chinese investment firm. And no one's denying. The Bidens aren't denying all this is real. Exclusive. This is China Inc. Emails reveal Hunter Biden associates help communists align Chinese elites secure White House meetings. Bombshell. New York Post refuses to publish 25,000 Hunter pics after reports that include underage obsessions. Underage obsessions, it's him in the videos, in many of them, beating and torturing little girls. We're going to lay all this out, but let's go to a few clips from the Chinese dissident news channel, Lude Media, and the individual that has the courage to expose this. This is the Chinese dissident introducing how the control works. Then we'll get to the key part. Here it is.
就说白了，之前已经跟你签了一个东西，是吧？然后呢，这边意思就是说啊，你看你别以为我们没你的东西啊，必须得赢，这是第一，不管用什么手段都要赢这个大选，否则的话啊，第二就是赢了以后你还得听中共的，真的是要不仅仅是要把14亿人啊，把联合国真的是要把美国彻底，美国的总统啊，未来的哪个总统，未来多少年以后的多少任总统都是他们的，都是他们说了算。
So now you understand why big tech, controlled by these very same compromised politicians for decades, is so obsessed with blocking the White House. He's on it. And the full video, again, is at Infowars.com. In the Chi-Com, Communist Chinese dissident, predicts Hunter Biden laptop leak in September, and what specifically was on it now confirmed. So we're going to roll this twice, back to back. It's only about 20 seconds long, but we'll loop it, where it's not just pedo. It's violent, treating them like animals, torture. That's what he says in Chinese. Not just extreme pedo, extreme violence against children is what he says. Torture of children. Here it is.
虐童视频，一家一家的啊，这个亨特拜登的，这个就是黄色的啊，极其黄的啊，可以说是啊，虐童的 极其让人看到完全就把中国人不当人的这个啊。
Now, I know you tune into this broadcast to get tomorrow's news today, next year's news today. And so you can have well researched, incredibly connected info, try to make decisions for your own life. And you can see that the exact template we laid out 20 plus years ago is the real template. And that we're faithful Americans and faithful Christians that are here telling the truth. And we believe justice be done, may the heavens fall. We believe get all the dirt out there in the open, don't hide it.
Well, damn. All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it for today's video. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of news for today. I mean, well, damn. Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, China, the Chinese Communist Party, propaganda. I mean, it's just all like, it's a lot to take in, but it's all a big machine and it has little working parts. You know, each portion is a different part that's working in a way to keep the entire machine going. But yeah, if you guys like the video and you like any of the content or you learned anything like that, even if you didn't learn anything, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I can work on, anything like that. I'm always welcome to feedback. So, yeah. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.